Hello, everyone. My name is Patrick Murray. I am one of the owners of Avenue 912, and we are joined today by a very special guest, my girlfriend, Vanessa.
Hello.
So, Vanessa is going to be joining us today, and she's going to be asking some of the questions to our guest today. Our guest is Randy Barron from Kik-N-Jimi. Randy and Vanessa have some time that I think Vanessa's seen his band a long, long, long time ago.
We went to high school together.
Yeah, so they went to high school together.
Camp North. Woo.
I guess. So they went to high school together. So I thought how appropriate that she can ask some of the questions since she knows some of the background of the band that she's seen. Kik-N-Jimi's been around a while, and I know he's been in other bands as well. So we're going to talk to Randy here coming up shortly, but I do want to go over obviously the schedule that we have. Before we do that, I would like to talk about last weekend. Last weekend we had Grindstone and Side Action. Side Action and Grindstone were April 12th, which was Friday. Fantastic show. They sold out all the tables and chairs. We were packed. Side Action opened it up and killed it. Grindstone finished strong. It was such a good time. We had a blast. So if you're not familiar with either of those bands, they're local bands. Side Action is they play a variety of different music, a lot of classic rock. They play some 90s music as well. Grindstone is pretty much strictly 70s rock, some UFO, some Aerosmith. It was a very, very good show. And then the next day we had Grand Illusion, which was Anthem's version of a tribute to Styx. And again, they sounded amazing. You know, they sounded like Styx.
Oh, for sure.
I mean,
Needle on the record.
Yeah, needle on the record is a good way to put it. So if you haven't seen Anthem, they will be back. All three bands that we've just discussed will be back at our place in the future because, again, such a good time and what a great show. We have in the next weekend we have coming up is not this weekend, not in a couple days. Excuse me, not in a couple days, but next weekend we have One Up on April 26th, and Metallica, Blackened, which is a Metallica tribute band, on the 27th. That is the April 26th, April 27th. Next week on our podcast, Max and Mickey from One Up will be joining me. So if you know who they are, join us. If you don't know who they are, you will next week. So good people, local band, do a lot of 90s alternative music. They do some Limp Bizkit, some Rage Against the Machine. And then also opening up for them is also Mickey's band, Automatic Noise. John Darge is in that band as well. Vanessa knows those people as well, we're very excited about next weekend. And then this weekend, we have Kik-N-Jimi, and Randy will be joining us here in a few minutes with Who's Following Who, and we'll learn a little bit about who's following who and whose backside that is on the picture. We're gonna figure that out here. We're gonna ask Randy whose picture that is, and then that's on the 19th, and then we have our 420 show that is going to be on Saturday with Mr. Funnyman. So many people that are watching this podcast right now know who Mr. Funnyman is. They are a very good, actually, there are a lot of the people from Echoes of Pompeii, but they play a variety of music, not just Pink Floyd. And it's more of a dancing show. And again, it's on 420. We are carrying something new, which you probably can see in my hand right now. It is not water, but it is also not an alcoholic beverage. This is our new 0-calorie 420 drink, I should say. It has some THC in it, and it has come from a place in Indiana called Floral, and we will be selling that. There will be a taste testing there as well for some people that want a 0-calorie, zero alcohol, but gives you a little bit of buzz, and you can ask the questions there. So we'll have a representative on site before the Mr. Funnyman show, and then after that, of course, Mr. Funnyman will start. So doors open for that show at 7 o'clock. Mr. Funnyman will go on from 8 to 11. All right. Last but not least, here's the list of our schedule. Wanted to bring our schedule up. You'll notice there's a few new things on our schedule. On 5/12, on May 12th, we have a Mother's Day bingo that will be all proceeds that we raise that day will go to Riley Children's Hospital in Indianapolis. We have the daytime bail. I'm not sure how to pronounce it, but it is a Latin night, and it's going to be our Latin Sunday. I think bail means
I think to dance.
to dance, so it's daytime
Maybe.
dance, so dance party, and it's going to be Latin music. Check out our website, Baila. You'll be able to figure out who's going to be playing that night and what the cost is. And not in the future, you'll see 7/24. So we do have micro wrestling coming back. It's going to be on a Wednesday in July. So if you liked our micro wrestling before, you're going to love it again. It is a good time. So I want to welcome to the stage Randy. How you doing, Randy?
How you doing, buddy? Hi, Vanessa.
Hi, Randy.
So again, Vanessa's very nervous about coming on, and there's no reason to be nervous. We're just talking here. We're having a good time, and just going to have a conversation. Oh, I have Pam. I'm sorry. I look at the comments. What an awesome show that was. Yeah, she was at the show. I believe she was at the Grindstone show. And she's always one of a really good patron, and she's at a lot of our shows. So we're going to learn a little bit about Randy and Randy's band. If you're not familiar with Randy, he is from Calumet City. Tell us a little bit about your band and yourself.
Well, we've been together since 2007, and we've changed members many times. We've been out of the circuit for about 3 years. We lost our bass player, and we couldn't gel with anybody, couldn't pick up anybody that could stay and hang with the band. So we finally got Mike, which is a good thing. So Mike is a very good bass player. He was brought to me by Donnie Mazanin.
So, no kidding.
Donnie said, "Hey, I got a bass player for you guys," and I'm like, "Good, give him to me. We need him." So yeah, we got him, but through Donnie, and he's an excellent bass player, and he's doing well with the band, and he shows us a lot of things too. So he's like, "Hey, you guys are playing that wrong. I learned it this way, and I think this is the way it's supposed to be." So,
yeah.
But he's teaching us a lot too, so he's really good.
I know you have another person in the band as well that played with our last week opening band, Side Action. Who's that?
That's the one and only Dave Perez.
Yeah,
Mr. Talent, man. Guy's so talented on the yes, he does. He's a very good guitar player. At one time, we were his only band, and now he just seems to keep branching off into different bands and doing different kinds of music. He's a heavy metal guy just like me, and he's in a heavy metal band. He's Extinction Earth. He's the guitar player in now. As a matter of fact, when we had the benefit for Mark O'Connor and we were playing, Extinction Earth came up to him and asked him, "Hey, can you sit in for us? We need another guitar player." So that's how he got in that band.
Okay. Yeah, because I was going to say the first time I saw Kik-N-Jimi was at the Mark O'Connor benefit at J.J. Kelly's, which was a really good time and a great cause. And Mark's doing really well. I talked to Mark. I think I saw him last week. My mind is a little fuzzy. I either saw him last week or the week before. He was at our place and doing very well. So we're really happy that Mark's.
Yes, his wife was there with Grindstone when I was there. Mark's wife was there. Yeah, he had to stay home with his child, so he did.
That's right. I remember seeing his wife. That is correct.
Yeah. And then we also have in the band, we have the keyboard player from M&R Rush, Carl Moser. He's our keyboard player. He's we disbanded back in 2007, right after we played a show, and we decided to go in a different direction. And we asked M&R Rush if we can have their keyboard player's number, and bizarre enough, they gave it to us. And Carl's been in the band ever since, and he's a great keyboard player. He's
super talented,
fantastic guy. Yeah.
Yeah.
Then we have Roland Quackenbush from Mammoth on the drums. Kevin Friend, right?
I'm sorry, I couldn't hear you.
Kevin.
Yeah. Kevin Friend band. Yeah.
Yeah. Well,
he was in Oyster Tots.
Yeah, he was in with Kevin Friend in Mammoth in the 80s, in the early 80s, 70s, late 70s, 78, 79, and when I was in high school. And we got Mammoth to play at a show, and Roland's been playing with Mammoth, and then after Mammoth, he went into 2020 with Kevin Friend after Mammoth broke up, and now he's been with me since 2007.
So I would I want the audience to know, what kind of music does the Kik-N-Jimi play?
We play everything from now and then, we call it. We do we do 60s, 70s, 80s, 90s. Not a lot of 90s, but a couple tunes here and there, and some 2000, but we just basically stay in the 70s and 80s and 60s and stuff like that.
What genre? Just classic rock or
it's classic. It's classic rock.
Okay.
It's classic rock. It's Styx. It's Heart, White Snake. It used to be Journey, but we knocked out our Journey tunes, and we haven't learned anything new. And just that kind of stuff, you know. It's we try to play the things that nobody gets to hear when they go to see bands. So
tell us a little bit about the opening band. Who's following who?
Okay, that's where a little bit of confusion comes in, because when we booked the show, and I think it was beginning of March, they were called Who's Following Who, but since then they've had a few band member changes, and they're going with a different name. When they come up on stage, they're going to be called Star 69.
Okay.
Which is, it's just a call. They say it's a callback to the 90s, so they're going to be doing all grunge, which they weren't doing in Kik-N-Jimi or in Who's Following Who. They were doing all different kinds of styles of music and stuff. So, but they're doing basically sticking to the grunge style, the 90s. And I watch them practice. They're awesome musicians. Their drummer's incredible. And they got Roland, as a matter of fact, his two sons are in that band, Paulie and Zach, and they're the two guitar players, and they're incredible guitar players. And now they got Mick Montrose playing bass now, because they lost their bass player, and they got a new girl
singer in that band.
Pardon me?
Did you say Mick Montrose is in that band too?
Mick Mars now plays in the band. Mick Mars.
No idea.
My Motley Crue
Montrose?
Mick Montrose.
Not Mick Mars.
Not Mick Mars.
I'll tell you what, if you had Mick Mars there, that'd be a big story.
Yeah. But yeah, Mick's playing in the band now, and they got AJ on the vocals. He's a great singer. And they got a new girl singer. I can't remember her name, but they got a girl singer too. So they had a little mix up of everything of the 90s.
Is this their second show?
Pardon me?
Is this their second show, or was it the first show that they did was at Mark O'Connor's benefit? Is that correct, or am I off?
Yeah, but they had a different bass player then, and they got a new bass player, and they got a new girl singer in the band.
Okay.
But it's everybody else is exactly the same.
Okay.
Roger on the drums, Paulie on the guitar, Zach on the guitar, AJ singing, and Mick Montrose, not Mars, on the bass. And then I'm sorry that I can't remember the girl's name, but she's singing in a band too.
Okay, well, excellent. You know, just so everybody knows, you can still get tickets. Tickets are going to be on Eventbrite.com. You can get them by going to our website, by going to our Facebook page. They're $10 for general admission, and they are $60 for tables of 4, so only $15 a person if you want to guarantee yourself a seat. And then we also are selling tables of 8 for $100, so even a better deal than the 4 tickets. So you can get those tickets either through myself, which is Avenue 912, events.com. You can get them, or you can get them through the bands, because I know the bands have some tables available as well that you can get without having to pay those Eventbrite fees, which I know no one likes, and I certainly don't like them either. So I just wanted to throw that out there. Joe Grisafi has a question. It says, "How did Randy start in music?" I don't know, Randy. Can you see the on the bottom where it says questions?
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Yeah. How did I start music?
Yeah. How did you start music?
I was in 3rd grade, and my brother was in Boy Scouts, and my sister was in Girl Scouts, and I was basically sitting at home alone, never doing nothing. And my mom saw this ad in the paper that said, "Hey, start your kid in music," you know. So they bought me an accordion, okay. And back then I was all of about maybe 50 pounds, and I had this huge accordion, and I'm trying to learn it. And my fingers weren't long enough to hit the buttons, and the other side wasn't, long enough to play the keys. So the guy says, "What do you want to do?" I said, "I want to play the guitar." So they switched me over to guitar, and now I've been rocking. I went to drums, then I went to a singing drummer. Now I'm just a singer.
Well, I know, but everybody likes to play the guitar because the girls like guitars, right? So that helps. And singers.
Well, they like singers too.
So I got to ask, where'd you get the nice who's following who and a Kik-N-Jimi's tattoo?
My wife designed. My wife's a designer.
Yeah.
So she designed all that.
It's very nice.
She designed our logo. Yeah, she designed our logo and everything.
Yeah, you got the whole.
I think he wants to know whose ass that
is. That is my wife's ass, because we didn't have any stock, that was free. You got to buy, and we didn't have any plain chicks' butts. So I told my wife to take off her shirt, and I snapped a picture of her behind, and then she put our own tattoos on her own body and stuff. So it made it look like a concert thing. So it looks pretty cool, I think.
For sure.
Well, Mick Montrose just chimed in. I guess the singer's name is Bianca from the Who's Following, or not? Sorry, not Who's Following Who. It's Star
69 now. It's Who's Following Who, but they changed their name.
Star 69, Larissa said, is Star 69 was the callback number in the 90s. So that's why it's called Star 69.
Yeah.
So that makes sense.
That's what they said. That's what they're going with. They're calling it's a callback to the 90s. So
yeah, that makes sense. I didn't even get it, but now I get it. So very
back
cool.
then you hit Star 69 and you could find out who pranked you.
I think you might have done that once or twice.
I have. Yes.
So. What, pranked him?
I'll let Vanessa take over a little bit. I'm doing too much talking. Go ahead.
No, that's okay. I was just telling Patrick that I think the very first time I saw you play, did you do Battles of the Band?
Yeah.
Or was it TF North Battles of the Band? Yeah.
They were. We did mostly concerts there because we thought that we didn't need to play in a battle because we thought we were better than that. I guess I don't know. They weren't battles. They were just basically concerts back then. We played in.
Oh, I thought me and my girlfriend Jennifer Stuckey thought we were so cool. I turned down a babysitting gig. We walked all the way up to TF North.
Yeah.
Moved it up a little bit, and then when we got into the auditorium, we were afraid to get caught because we were pretty drunk by the time we got there. But that's the very first time I saw you play.
Was that with the band from Wisconsin called Realm?
Yes, I think so.
Yeah, I think we were 300 or 400 people shy of Styx selling out that auditorium.
Wow.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think that was it.
That was an amazing evening. It was just everybody showed up. It was bizarre because we didn't have any pre-sale tickets. Everybody just came to the door. The people at the school kept saying, "Well, nobody's buying your tickets," and I'm thinking to myself, "How can that be?" But they just showed up at the door and packed the place.
Nice.
Oh yeah.
That's very cool. Yeah, that's definitely that's how I remember it too. That's old school. Where you don't buy a pre-sale. You just go and pay your $1. Well, I don't know what it was then. Probably $5, maybe even a little less. But you pay your $10. You go in, walk in, and stand there, and you just get your mind blown. So
it was like the Beatles. Girls were going crazy when he was on stage. You're like,
it was awesome.
In their face, and crying.
Oh my God. My wife just walked in the room just now, so I didn't hear me talking about her butt. Oh, she says she's watching it on her phone. So anyway, but yeah,
we did such a good job on that benefit. We had such a great time, well organized.
I had a lot of help. We had Debbie Martinez made up the tickets, and of course JJ Kelly's. They donated the whole building, and the good thing about it was they weren't allowing anybody in unless you were paying, because it was a benefit only day there. So they sacrificed their building for us. And my wife worked so hard on all them baskets, and Lori Norris and her daughter stayed at the door all day, and it was a lot of help from a lot of people. And then of course Lou Carver MC and everything the whole night, so I didn't have to keep running around doing everything. So I had a lot of help it was a good thing, and it helped out Mark a lot, and I'm glad because I love him to death. He's a good man.
Yeah, he really is. And it was cool. It was a good. I won a basket. I put in for the Harley Davidson, and I won the Harley Davidson basket, which was awesome. They had a whole bunch of great stuff in there.
Yeah, so, my wife's work donated that.
Wow, really? That was cool.
She works for Harley Davidson.
Nice.
So where at? Which one?
3 of them. Well, 2 of them now. There were 3, and they sold one of them. But Chi-Town Harley Davidson, and
okay,
is that in Frankfurt? Where's that at? Where?
Tinley Park.
Tinley Park.
Tinley Park.
Okay.
Yeah.
Did you ever one at the Crete? The one in Crete?
No, not the one. The one in Crete's gone.
Oh, is it gone?
Wow. Yeah, it's a John Deere tractor place now.
Oh, yeah.
You haven't been down 394 in a while, huh, Vanessa?
No, I haven't left Crown Point.
No, she's Crown Point through and through now. She's a yoga. She's not Calumet City anymore, Randy. She's yoga pants and
I could
fancy
be
coffee.
if somebody pushes the button.
So, yeah, she's only Cal City when it needs to be Cal City.
Good town.
So, anyways, I wanted to give away some free tickets today as well. So we normally give away free tickets. We are going to have the first texter that texts me is going to get a table for 4. It's a $60 value. Then the next 5 texters will win pairs of general admission tickets. There it is. First texter wins a table for 4. Next 5 texters win a pair of GA tickets. Tickets to this Friday show. Text Randy. That's Randy's name. So text Randy to my number, 219-680-0682. Please include your name and your email address. How many times do I get somebody that does not follow direction, or they text me the name of the person or the keyword, and then they don't send me anything else, and it's like, well, who do I send this to?
Then you go to the next one.
I know, but I'm usually I say that, but I'm usually pretty like, who am I speaking with? But I really don't want to do that. As a teacher, I used to be a former teacher in Calumet City. I didn't teach Vanessa. She was.
Well, I hope not.
No,
unless you're teaching her a lesson.
We're the same age.
Whatever, Mr. Murdoch.
Yes. So no, I'm used to people just not listening to me. So please, if you're going to text me, please text me your name and your email address, and I will make sure that you either get the table for 4 or the pair of general admission tickets, which is a $20 value because they're $10 each. You got any V?
No, that was it.
See, it wasn't that bad.
No, next time I'm gonna do a couple of shots beforehand. That way I'm not so stiff. But
yeah, we need some of that drink. We need some of that drink he has.
Yeah, well, I got the THC. She's got margarita.
Oh, so, I got nothing.
I got nothing. Randy, before we leave, aren't you in a couple other bands? Or I know there was another band that you used to be in.
Yeah, I was in a Motley Crue tribute band.
Yeah,
called Crew U. I'm not with them anymore. I retired out of there, and I'm still in a band called White Summer. We play all Led Zeppelin.
Yeah,
all night long. So our bass player, he's sick in that band, so we're kind of on a hiatus. Donnie Mazzana's in that band. Yeah, he's the drummer, and Mike Giordano is the guitar player, and I'm the singer. And Marty Paul was the bass player, but he's taking care of his own stuff right now. So
okay. I just wanted to make sure you had an opportunity at least to give yourself a shout out if you were still in those bands and were performing. But we're very excited. This is your first time at Avenue 9. Not your first time. Your first time performing, not your first time there. I've seen you there many times, which we really appreciate. But you'll be your first time on the stage and with your own band. So
yeah, and I'm not roadieing.
Yes, you're not roadieing. You did a little roadieing last week.
Yeah, I try to help out everybody.
Yeah.
Bob O'Connor was the original guitar player in Kik-N-Jimi.
Yeah, that's what I heard.
Yep.
So yeah, Bob is in Grindstone right now. So
me and Bob have been together since we were 18 years old playing in bands. And Louis Gain, I was with Louis Gain for a while too when we were about 19 years old with Billy Sherry on the drums. It's just crazy. Yeah, it's just crazy the way it turned out,
Yeah, Grindstone. I mean, here's a little story. So Grindstone played last weekend, and then we got done. And you know, they cleaned up their stuff, and we went over to Charcuterie, and we closed the place down over at Charcuterie with the guys from Grindstone. So we had a good time. Vanessa was already in bed because she couldn't hang.
Yeah, no, she left early.
Yes,
I was supposed to go to Charcuterie with you guys, but I was just too afraid of the police, so I just went home.
No, I get it. I was.
It was night time. So
for Vanessa it was definitely night time, but for me it was I didn't drink a drop of alcohol while I was working, and then you know I went to talk with the guys from Grindstone. We had a good time over there with Skip and Val from Charcuterie. So but that is another story for another day. Oh, Joe Grisafi asked, are we going to see White Summer soon?
I don't know. I gotta find a bass player.
I get you.
I'd love to open. I'd love to open for somebody at your place, you know, just to show us what we're all about. But I don't know.
Okay. Good question. Dennis Troxa said, "Nice, Pat. You got Ivana White co-host. Woot woot." Yeah.
She's way hotter than Vanna White.
That's right.
Stop.
I've known Vanessa for a million years.
I know.
Back when I wasn't gray, it was naturally black.
You're still beautiful, Vanessa. Don't worry.
Absolutely. And then we have Lisa saying, "Hey, everyone." We got Fred from Grindstone. Hey, Randy, looking forward to seeing you Friday. So that's cool. It looks like
Freddie, how you doing, bud?
Coming.
Yes.
So Fred's the singer for Grindstone, and like I said, we had a good time.
I met Fred when he was a Nightmare singer. That was the name of the band, Nightmare.
Oh, I'm like, damn. I'm like, a Nightmare. I'm like, okay.
Oh, he's a great singer. Great guy all around, man.
Oh, he got some pipes. There's no doubt.
Yeah.
No doubt. So anyways, I think we're going to leave it at that. Randy, did you want to say anything?
I just hope everybody shows up that night. I mean, I know it's been a long time for us, but you're going to have a lot of fun. You're going to hear a lot of good music. And of course, Star 69 will be putting out the metal of the 90s, or the grunge, I should say. You're not supposed to say metal, but the grunge of the 90s. So it'll be a good night. It'll be a fun night all the way around.
Yep. And last but not least, looks like Phil's listening, and Phil's the singer for Side Action. It says, thanks for getting up and singing with us from last Saturday. So
I went to go see them guys over at another club, JJ Kelly's.
Yeah, that's cool. That's good.
They invited me to come up and sing a song, so I did a Motley Crue song, which I didn't want to do, but I did it anyway. I'm kind of partial with that. So
Side Action's a good band, man. They're definitely an up and coming band. I really, if you haven't seen them, make sure you take a look. If they're in an area by you, go see them, because they're good. I'm impressed. So, all right, buddy. Good to see you. And then
thanks for having me.
Friday for sure.
Okay, thanks for having me. Bye, Vanessa.
For Vanessa.
Good seeing you. See you Friday.
All right, Patrick. Thank you. Thank you very much for having me.
Okay. Take care, and we'll see you soon. And make sure that if you want tickets, please text me. 219-680-0682 is my number, your email address, and your name. All right. And then and one thing she said, I will be set them up on Thursday from 6 p.m. to 9 p.m. at the bowling alley, selling tickets. So if you want to get tickets without the Eventbrite fee, let me know. Hit me up there. All right, take care, everyone, and have a great night.